Hey, so Baker, Sunday's the first time we're going to see all you guys in a game, the whole offense, OBJ and Jarvis. Just what do you think it's going to look like?
I think it's going to look like a lot of matchups that we need to take advantage of a numbers game, and seeing how they're going to play us and being able to adjust off of that. Just being able to do our basic stuff, but then adjust on what they're doing.
Baker, we know that you and Odell have been working on the side on it, but does that really prepare you guys for game speed?
Yes, it does.
But you've heard you saying just over the last couple of weeks, there's just kind of an organic sense of urgency that happens as the season goes on. Have you noticed that as you guys just start ramping it up naturally?
Yeah, I'd say as soon as that third preseason game was over, a lot of the guys that knew they'd sit out that fourth week, and some of the guys that, knowing it's crunch time of the next time they really put on pads, it's going to be for real. You start to see that sense of urgency, and then once the final cuts were made and you kind of see what type of team we're putting together, it's pretty exciting to see the energy that we're bringing.
Hey Baker, have you been able to feel the anticipation building from the fans? What do you expect the atmosphere to be like Sunday? Now that's finally here.
Obviously, it's been an unreal offseason for our fans, being able to get excited to come out to the training camp and felt that energy the whole time. So expecting a good home crowd, a lot of noise.
How excited are you to see what's going to look like there with you and Odell on the field for the first time?
Very excited to see, what we can do, what we're capable of doing out there. And like I said earlier, adjusting off what they're doing, seeing if we can take care of, some one-on-ones without the field.
Hulu has live sports.
Bud Light coolers.
So much gets made of the preseason and the fact that
It does have live sports, though, Miles. Thank you.
so much gets made in the preseason about you and Odell and Jarvis not being out there together and that. Do you think that all that is really overblown?
I didn't take a snap with Jarvis all last year during the preseason, so yeah, it's probably pretty overblown.
Baker, we've asked you this before, but your time in Oklahoma, how hard is it for a team to live up to the hype that you guys have gotten, especially a team that hasn't had a lot of success?
Well, nobody's done anything yet, so I'd say that everybody's starting from the same, square one. And then I'd say it's pretty hard to live up to any hype if you're listening to the outside. None of that really matters, and so I think we got a bunch of guys that are bought into what's going on in this building, the standards that we're setting, and so to us, that's all that matters.
You find yourself getting any more
Hey, Tony.
excited?
Are you excited?
Good.
Okay. Are you excited? You're good? That's your answer? Okay, all right. Okay.
Do you find yourself getting any more excited for this season any time in your career, or are you able to tone it down and just take care of business?
I'm still excited. It's finally putting the pads on. It's real. We've had a long off season. It's been a long wait. I feel like it's been a longer one than last year. So no, we're ready to go. I'm ready to go. But it is all business.
Is it more comforting to be able to start the season at home in front of the fans, especially after the offseason you guys had, as opposed to having to start on the road?
I'd play them in the parking lot. I don't really care.
Baker, you have to play 16 games of regular season. Is it important to get off to 1-0 though? Do you put a lot on it?
Yeah, I'd say that the singular game mindset's very important, and getting off to a good start for us is important. We have a pretty tough first half of the season looking at the schedule, but we have a singular focus of taking care of business 1 week at a time, and so the focus is on the Titans right now.
Teams are very vanilla in the preseason. They don't show a lot. Unlike other games where you can go back and look at previous week's tape and compare. Could you just touch on the challenges of trying to prepare for a team that you maybe know the personnel, but there's not a lot of tape for you to study?
Yeah, obviously with a team like that has a bunch of veterans in the secondary and guys up front as well, that they communicate well. They're able to do a lot of stuff in disguise and make it look like certain things, which is what the great defenses do, is give you one look and completely show another one. And so it's tough, but I think that comes down to us, like I said, doing our basics and going through my reads and adjusting on the fly, seeing what their game plan is, and just being able to adjust, like I said.
Baker, earlier this week, Freddie said there's enough footballs to go around with this team, and if somebody wants to take somebody out of the game, that's fine because you got other playmakers. Do you feel that way about this offense going into the season?
I absolutely do. I have full confidence in all of our guys, all of our playmakers, skill position guys, that if they have one-on-ones, they should be licking their chops, because they should all take that as disrespect. But that's the type of team that we have, and we need to take advantage of. It's going to be a matchup game.
So Baker, along those lines, Odell's got nothing to prove. But do you think this year, being out of New York, all the doubters, all that stuff, and he's out to show people that he's a different kind of player?
I think that he's excited to get back to football. He's feeling healthy. He's ready to go. I'd say, just talking to him and knowing who he is, he's very excited to get back on the field with a fresh start. I wouldn't say that it has anything to do with the outside, but he's ready to do it for himself.
Do you flash back to last year at all at this time when you weren't the starter, just how different it feels for you going into week 1?
I hadn't really, but it's definitely a lot different going into this week, knowing, that I'm starting the game. Last year I prepared like I was going to play though, but the game's definitely slowed down for me, so preparation's been different.
Do you feel like you control so much more now because you're the guy from day one?
Absolutely, and I think that's what this offseason, it was very beneficial to be the guy going into it and being able to give my input on certain things, certain concepts, and how we're doing things.
I know you won't see him during the game, but I'm curious to see what the defense is capable of.
I'll definitely be paying attention. Yeah.
Be busy.
Yeah, they look great in the preseason. I think once you get those guys all out there on the field at the same time, it's going to be pretty scary. So looking to see what they can disrupt and handle up front and make plays for those guys in the back end. I think that's something that people forget is, we have a great front, but that allows the defensive secondary to play very aggressive and the linebackers to run free.
Hey, Baker, we talked about areas of focus for you before, but now that you've been through a full camp and preseason, what do you expect to show the most growth in year 1 and year 2?
I'd say a big problem last year was turnovers and sacks early on in the season. Just in general, eliminating negative plays early on and taking care of the ball and getting it out quickly.
What makes Kevin Byard one of the better safeties?
I'd say his veteran leadership skills and recognizing concepts and stuff to where he can, get in certain spots and he can roam free. And him being surrounded by some of the best in the league helps as well, but he's a playmaker. He's always around the ball.
Baker, you play with a lot of great receivers now. You have a guy like Odell. What does that do for you?
I'd say I always pride myself on being an accurate guy, but knowing that that's kind of a security blanket of if I do make a mistake or it's not on target as much as I would like to, he's going to make it right. And just knowing what he can do to affect the defense, it helps us as an offense as a whole, but it also, just knowing that I have that threat at all times is great.
When you talked about that increased sense of urgency after that Tampa game, personally, did you do anything differently or change your focus at all or do anything more after that game?
No, I'd say started getting more reps with guys, building chemistry and stuff like that. We had at that point we've installed everything. We've gone over all the basics. Now it's really about getting little details down. Fine-tuning certain things, talking through it with everybody. Because at a certain time you're running over plays, so you can look back on them and perfect them. So, and then from then building on what type of team we're going to be, and that's what we've been doing.
There were times last year when Freddie took over as coordinator in those final 8 games where it seemed some of the play calling got a little too cute. I'm thinking of the Montreal billiard pass in the one game on his wishbone.
That one play?
There might
Okay.
be a couple other
Okay, Tony.
things that work. It's mad.
No, your question just.
I'm wondering if he has to temper his excitement or
No, Freddie's calling games to win it. And I think if you look at what he did in the second half of the year compared to the first half, if you don't see the success, you're going to have to dress some stuff up. That's what you do against teams that, have veterans on defense that recognize things. And so Freddie's going to call it for who he is, and I don't really think he cares what you think if it's too cute.
Baker, given your background to this point, what did you think about the Hammer making the team?
Sorry.
What did you think about Jamie making the team?
Oh, Scottish Hammer is what you said. No, I think Jamie's very talented. I think his, just his mindset of that's a very physical punter. He's just running down there. He's a rugby player punting the ball back there. So he's running down. And obviously you don't want your punter making tackles. That's something that our special teams coach Prefer prides on is them, making sure they cover well for him. But he's very talented, strong leg. And I like being around him. He's got great energy.